I'm back. It told me that I had reached my video limit. But it didn't go away. I still had the other video, so it wasn't like last time that the video was just completely gone. So I'm back and I'm going to finish the lesson. So if I had used a stone instead of ice, it wouldn't have worked. If I had used hot water instead of cold water, it wouldn't have worked. If I hadn't put it on top of this bowl upside down like they said, you wouldn't have been able to see it if I'd done it inside the bowl. You couldn't have seen how it grew like that. So I don't know. I think that's a super cool experiment, and you can try it at home. You just have to make sure the water is bottled water and that it's super cold, like just before it freezes. I think I left my bottles of water in the freezer about 3 hours, and then you can make ice. You pour it. I'm going to pick the phone back up and put it back up here so that we can finish talking about this. I'm not going to try and move this. I'm afraid I'll have ice cold water all over myself and the floor, and we will have a huge mess. So the Bible teaches us, and it's important to follow the instructions that God gives us in His Bible, in His Word. And the Bible teaches us wrong. The Bible teaches us what's wrong. What we might do that would be hurt God's heart. That would make Him sad. It can tell us those things. It can say, thou shalt not lie. That's an important thing. Lying is wrong. Lying hurts God's heart. So we can say that we don't want to do that. So we can learn about that in the Bible, about what's wrong and what we need to do different. And that's another part of what the Bible teaches us. So it teaches us what's wrong, but it also teaches us what is right. And I just realized, I really hope that when you look at this at home, the letters aren't backwards. I didn't think about that, but hopefully you can figure out that says right. So it teaches us what's wrong and what's right. So there are so many things that God says that He loves in the Bible. He wants us to obey our parents. He wants us to be kind. He wants us to love one another. All of these things are important things that the Bible does and teaches us about what's right, what we can do that will make God's heart happy. So it teaches us what's wrong, it teaches us what's right, and also the Bible encourages us. And I know that's a huge thing for me when I read the Bible, is to know that those words in there are true and that God means them and that all of His promises are true. So when He says in the Bible that He's never going to leave us or forsake us, we can know that that's truth, and that can encourage us. Like I said just a minute ago when I started the video, I was feeling very discouraged because I had done this whole video and then poof, it was just gone and it wasn't there anymore. And so that made me feel like maybe I should give up. And then I remembered God's Bible verse. Do not be discouraged. Do not be afraid, for I am the Lord your God and I am with you. So that Bible can do all that. It can do all those things. It can teach us what's wrong, what's right, and it can encourage us. It can also tell us a very important thing about Jesus. It tells us a story of Jesus, how He is God's Son, how He came and He died on the cross, and that He rose again, and that He's alive right now. And that's something that's so important to learn in the Bible. It's one of the most important things the Bible can teach us. And if all the things that we learn at Awana, I pray that that's the thing that you know for real. That you know that Jesus is God's Son, that He lived on this earth, that He died on the cross, and He rose again. And because